Alright, hey everybody. Welcome back to the Rat Cave. I just made that up. Pretty funny. A little bit of everything going on. I haven't done any videos because I just didn't have enough going on, but made some progress on a few things, so I'll give you a quick update on my builds. Working on the 1/12 scale 69 Camaro, and also working on the AMT, the holiday hauler, the Christmas truck. So let's kind of swing you guys in here and take a look here what's going on the bench. All right, so today just I took the clear glass and just cut out the front windshield. I'm leaving that clear, but I'm using I don't know if you guys can see this, how this turns from like green to red with the pearl that's in this clear. It's really cool. But I'm going to be using this to make the rest of the windows, the back, the little side portals, and the little vent door windows. Going to be green Mylar, Christmas green, and then because that'll kind of accent what I got going on with the interior. Used candy apple red, candy oriental green, Orion silver, and just base white on the interior. Just give it a kind of Christmassy spirit here in July. I used it came with a nice set of gauges. Actually came with 3 sets of gauges and 2 radio faces. I went with the ones with the white background. I don't know if you can see that very well. And I used this. Donnie Griffin had done a video about a month ago on this. Got this off of Amazon, and this works really good. Did the gauge faces with it, and it of course obviously UV hardens. You either use your little UV pen, which it comes with, this guy, but I actually I have one of those bigger UV curing lights that I've had to use for some of my 3D parts that did not come completely cured. Sometimes you get some stuff that's kind of sticky, so it actually is used to cure nail polish. I guess they have UV curing nail polish now because it's fast. So I've got one of those, and I just set it under there for a few seconds, and it cured really quick. So did that, and just did the rest of the buttons with the Molotov pen, and so that's about ready. Once I get the windows put in the truck, then I can go ahead and install the interior. So did that. I've been also decaling up these little teeny Coke crates. So these are work in progress. I've got like 20 of them right now, and one of my Facebook friends is sending me a whole bunch more that he had that he just didn't want them, and he got a hold of me. I bought all these off of eBay, and he got a hold of me. He goes, "Hey, do you want some more of those?" Bobby Wilkinson. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll buy them from you." He's like, "No, I'll just give them to you. I'm not going to use them." So he's sending me a bunch of those. He had a bunch of decals too, but I'd already gotten some nice decal sheets, Coca-Cola decal sheets from Jeff Lawless, that bearded guy, which I really appreciate, buddy. That was really nice. He sent me a little care package here a week or 2 ago, and that was some of the stuff that was in it, along with a Coke cooler. So, the plans are, here's the box. I got the door installed on the box. I'm messing with this rear door. It's got this kind of roll-away type of door, and they want you to just I haven't cut it yet, but I just bent it on all of the creases in it, so it's kind of softened it up. It really doesn't operate. They want you to cut these into individual slats and then just take a piece of tape and put on the back side of it, which I think is kind of cheesy. I mean, I guess that would work. There's probably better ways to do that, which I'm sure I could come up with something. But I'm thinking of just leaving it in this like 90% closed position, just with the latches and stuff showing. And I've got to paint it. I'm not going to leave it white. I think I'm gonna paint it the silver the silver leaf to match the rest of it. This is Orion silver, and this is painted with silver leaf, to me a silver leaf. I'm also going to make some panels to go on the interior, because the idea, as I told you guys before, was to make this into kind of a little hidden secret workshop. So what I'm going to do is have a false wall probably here and in the back, and then stack those Coke crates there, and then but have a little secret door that kind of like swings open back here, so you could go in and out. And then the plan was to do kind of a Santa secret workshop in there, like a mobile workshop, and then maybe have like a Santa hot rod in there of some kind, or I don't know, something. I haven't figured that part out yet, but that's the long-term plan. Right now, I'd just like to get this truck up on its wheels and all these major assemblies done and together. But so that's what's going on with that. You can see off to the side here the motor for the Camaro, which I'm not going to pick up because I've currently letting this I've got this header glued on there with the black silicone, because it's the only thing that's going to hold that in place. That's the only thing that's going to stick to this these House of Color urethane paints. So and it's gasket material anyway, so it's going to work. But the motor's pretty much assembled. Still haven't put the carbs on and the top of the tunnel ram. I did modify the tunnel ram. I shortened everything. I took and the blocks that go underneath the carbs, I sanded those down to about 50% of the sizes of what they were originally. That gave me some more hood clearance with these big carbs. Right now, these are just too much chrome, so I'm gonna probably just dummy these down a little bit, at least on the inside, with some gold, and maybe do the linkage, in more of that gold color, or maybe even the fuel bowls. I'm not sure. I don't want to, it's just so shiny. The kit chrome is just so doggone shiny. But I did kind of mix some of the kit chrome in here with the stuff that I sprayed with Silver Leaf or with the Molotow. So, we're in progress. Got the radiator support and shroud. That's done. And again, sticking with just the candy blue, candy apple red, and the silver. And then I just use some black wash in there on the radiator grill part. And the chassis, pretty much, this is all ready to rock and roll. Just did a little bit of battery detail, and it's pretty much ready for the engine to drop in. Of course, the front end steers. Tires and rims are all set. I had used that UV glue. This was the first thing I tried that on to glue these upper A arms in place, and one of them has already broken loose. I re-glued it yesterday. I noticed one of the tires was really laying out, and the tires got a little outlay to them anyway, but I noticed it was laying way out, and then tracking down the problem, it was just I don't know how well that glue is going to work out with this either, which is a little disappointing. I was hoping that was going to be good because it sets so quick. I was hoping CA glues this pretty well, but if I use the kicker, it hazes up, it leaves white marks on the paint, and a lot of times it's very hard to get off. Sometimes I can rub it with a little denatured alcohol and get the whiteness off there, but I don't like using the kicker with it for that reason. But otherwise, it's all coming together. I got all the parts are all everything else is painted. So yeah, we've got big. I have not touched the body or the interior. The interior components, all the door panels, are all in primer. I just haven't gotten that far. As far as figuring out what I'm going to do. I got a pretty good idea, but the body, I'm still tossing around ideas on that. So I'm just going to kind of hold off a little bit until I'm 100% sure. Got a lot going on. Really busy at work, and I'm just kind of worn out by the time I get home. And it's so hot, and I can't bitch too much because I know a lot of you guys up north are getting it worse than we are. Being near the ocean. The ocean is literally a quarter of a mile to the east of me right here, and the river is in between there, and the marsh is behind me, so I'm surrounded by water. So we do get some cooler breeze. We get the sea breeze coming off the ocean, but the water temperature in the ocean is, I think, 91 degrees right now, so it's like a bathtub out there. My swimming pool is like a bathtub. Not refreshing. It's just that time of year when we're all getting clobbered. Of course, August coming up. Big storm. Usually the last week of August is when it starts really kicking up and getting active. September is the most active month for hurricanes, and into early October. And then if it's going to happen, that's when it's going to happen, and that's it. So we're really just praying for everybody to get through this season with no major disasters. I mean, it's been awful what's already gone on this year for so many of you guys. You know, I mean, I know all the way up to the United States, the storms and floods and everything. It's just, it's been an awful year for that, and I hate seeing that happen. And I hope all you guys are okay wherever you're at, and hang in there, man. So anyway, that's about it for now. I've been picking up Hot Wheels. I got found this this gasser set, which is nice. It's got this. I really like this kind of Vicky bodied thing with the big giant engine in it. Let's see if I'm focusing on there. Get the camera down a little bit here again. Get it in the light. Then it's got the family hauler. The wagon's cool. 55 Chevy. I believe it's Fairlane or Cyclone. No, it's a Comet. Yeah. Let's see, what's it called? Mouse Catcher. That's cool. And then it's got the truck, this hauler, that you could put, probably the 55 would match nice, be sitting on that. Yeah, it says high roller, so that, yeah, it's got dice on it. So the 55 Chevy matches the hauler, so that's cool. So I just found this set the other day. I know a lot of you guys are Hot Wheel collectors too. So I mean, I'm keeping my eye out for some of this stuff. I think I showed you the other stuff that I've got. I've picked up just some odds and ends cars on the side too, just singles, but I'm not going to get into pulling all those. My granddaughter's boyfriend found me another one of these Beetles. It's the Snoopy car from the Peanuts set, but it's the cool Beetle. I like it, like with the red rims and stuff. That's kind of inspiration for this thing, to be honest with you, but I think this is a cool one. This is Peanuts Social Club. It's got Joe Cool on the door, so it's pretty nice. And I actually like the matte finish. The black finish is cool, so that's a fun one. But other than that, you know, I didn't, and I'm not going to lie to you and say I didn't buy anything for What Did You Buy Wednesday, because I did buy something this week, and but I haven't got it, so I'm not showing it. Or, well, can't show it. Brian Sodergren, who's been doing the 3D printed work for Chuck Darnell and I, awesome young man, talented. He, I've got 2 more of the spaceships coming, the big Sonny De Palma artwork looking spaceships, and I'm going to do one for Pam Evans, who is Sonny's soulmate and lifetime girl, and her and I have kept in touch since Sonny passed away, and I try to do a little something for her once in a while, and Sonny's birthday is actually today. He would have been 71 years old today, so it's kind of a bummer. Miss him. But try to do a little something for her. So I'm actually going to paint up one of those ships to give to her. And I said something that's why I was ordering 2 of them from Brian. I've already got the one. And he actually gave me the second ship, which was really, really nice of him, for Pam. He said I'd really like, you know, for her to have this. So that was really cool. And so I'm gonna paint them up and get one to her. Hopefully by Christmas I can have it finished and send it down. I really want to do a nice job detailing it. I'm gonna actually do 2 identical ones, and they're going to be done. I got some cool paint from Tropical Glitz, Cosmic Pink. So, and, you know, it's got 59 caddy tail fins on it and tail lights. So I'm going to kind of go with that, with the pink 59 caddy thing. So I'm going to paint those up, and then of course paint the creatures up really cool if I can, and try to get as close as I can to Sonny's original artwork that he did on the one that he had scratch built. So that's in the works. I got another cool little spaceship coming from him with another little creature, and I'll show you that, and a couple other little teeny little figures that he's done. So I'll show you that next week. So yeah, well, I didn't buy any kits, but technically they are. So you know, like, you know, he's just got to stop making cool stuff. So I think Chuck and I might be his #1 patrons so far. So, but it's okay. I'd rather give him money than just buy some more kits that I'm just probably never going to build. So I'd rather do that and have something interesting to show you guys. So that's the plan. So, but that's I really still want to get on the big scale, that drag boat, once this Camaro's off the bench. So I'm going to finish this. Once we get into that last quarter of the year, you know, October, November, December, at least towards the end of October, I really slow down my building. So you won't see as much from me because we do a lot during the holidays with our family. We really enjoy the holidays. Of course, we always have a blast at Halloween. And then, of course, rolling right into Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we do a lot for decorating the house and just kind of hanging out with the kids and having a good time. So I don't build as much. I do build some, but definitely slows down a lot. But I'll have the Camaro done, by then for, of course, our burgers and beers group build. So that's the goal. It should be done. I just got to get more time and get more paint work done. So the paint work can really drag down these builds. It did on this, really, because I, had decided to do all of this suspension work and these multicolored candies. And of course, a lot of the stuff is double-sided, so you gotta paint it, let it dry, hit the other side, of course, trying to make sure it matches the whole time. It's not easy painting with this stuff sometimes. So, and then the assembly is slow. Like I told you guys before, because regular glue does not stick to this. The black silicone that I use on a lot of this, just to make it sturdy, even like gluing the shackles together and the shackles to the frame, just to make that sturdy, and gluing the rims onto the axle. Even though I made a reinforced metal axle and aluminum spindles, you still need some reinforcement, and I use that black silicone to hold this stuff together, because when it hardens, it is really like hard rubber. So of course, it's made to make gaskets and window molding, repair and stuff. So it's really good stuff. Permatex 82180 doesn't have any methyl ketones in it, so it won't melt your plastics and haze stuff up. So that's the one I stick with. So okay, all right. Well, this is rolling into 17 minutes now, so I'm going to shut up, let you guys get back to work building something, and hope you've all had a good week. And keep all of our close friends in your thoughts, especially Glen over at Glen's Models. Glen's brother Donnie passed away, and I really hate that. I feel like I know him because Glen has told so many great stories about stuff that they did when they were young, and at least he's got that. He's got an awesome brother, and all those great memories of things that they did together. And but I know he's really hurting right now. So you guys send him your best wishes and stuff, because he really deserves it. He's such a nice guy, and such a talented model builder. And if you don't go to, you probably already have, most of you, but Glen's Models, if you're not subscribed to his channel, get over there and subscribe, watch him, because his videos are hilarious. He never fails to make me laugh. But right now he's very sad, so we need to support him and let him know that this modeling community is there for him. So if you'll do that, so I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna let you go now, and my wife's downstairs yakking to her aunt, so I'm upstairs hiding out. It's on the phone. So I'll let you guys go, and I will hopefully do something before Model Cars and Coffee. What is today? Wednesday. So I got a few days. I'm keep plugging along. I should have. I'm gonna, really try to get the highway hauler together, here in the next few days, I hope, because it's coming together quick now. I'm down to a handful of parts, just detail parts for the cab, and putting in some stickers, and I got to do the door handles and stuff like that, paint that kind of stuff in. So it's coming together quick. So I think I'll be done at least with the major part of the build before I start fiddling with all that interior stuff that I got these ideas rolling around for. So that's going to be probably a long-term project anyway. All right guys, thanks for coming by, and I will see you again soon. Have a good rest of the week, and take it easy, build, and enjoy your families, and I'll see you again real soon.